this morning. First of all, Team Canada wheelchair basketball athlete Bo Hedges joins me from Toronto. Bo, good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
And also joining me now is Christine Sutherland, who's here in studio. Christine, hello to you.
Good morning, Dub.
Thank you so much, both of you, for being here. We're here to talk about a documentary that you've been working on for some time, Christine, called Dream Big, Fort St. John and Beyond. It was started as sort of a documentary about Bo's journey to, if I remember right, the Tokyo Olympic Games that were then postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic and whatnot. And we're going to be screening the film on December 28th at the Lido Theater. So I want to start with you, Christine. Tell us a bit about this documentary and, as I said, what it was and what it kind of turned into.
Well, Valette Dingman introduced me to the wheelchair sports massage at Burt Bo's school when we were shooting the Wall of Fame. But I really have to thank Lori Slater for telling me about Bo. So Bo and I first met at his brother's kitchen, and we shot a wheelchair sports massage. But when I heard his story, it was like, this deserves a bigger story, because the town of Fort St. John was incredible for organizing around Bo's early injury and everything from how they switched around school buses to being able to have all sorts of people beyond his family in the chairs to learn wheelchair basketball to play. And Bo just had such a wonderful story. So that was 5 years ago. And we thought it was just going to be a couple of years. And it was originally called Dream Big, Fort St. John to Tokyo. But we were first called Dead Horse Creek Ranch to Tokyo, but Dead Horse Creek Ranch took away from the Tokyo, as you can understand.
Gotcha.
So it went beyond, and we changed it because now we've filmed in Dubai for the World Cup last summer or May, and then we've just finished adding in the Pan Am Games in Chile. I'll let Bo tell you about that part.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a journey just over, the past 5 years even, Bo. Bo, how did you feel when Christine approached you and said, I'd like to make a documentary about your journey to the Olympic Games, and then, of course, it becoming about more than that?
Well, it was interesting in the beginning. As Christine kind of touched on it, it didn't really start as that, and it just started as a little bit here and a little bit there, and it just kept growing. And so now it's to the point where, it is beyond, and it's pretty cool, and it's an opportunity to tell a story and hopefully show a path for lots of people in the rural areas where they may have a disability or challenges, that there is opportunity and there's a way to still go out there and accomplish some of these dreams you may have.
I have to ask, Bo, have you seen some or all of the film yet?
I have only seen the little preview that was done a bit ago. I haven't seen too much of it, so it's all going to be new for all of us.
Awesome. That's amazing. Well, I just wondered then, Bo, if you feel that there was maybe anything you learned even about yourself through the process of having people, filming you extensively and the things you've been doing over the past years. What did you gain from that, you think?
I think it's a little bit of like self-reflection, I guess, on where I've came from, where I've been, and what's important to me, and so you a little bit more introspective look at things and realizing the accomplishments and that whole path and what I've been able to do, and then the appreciation was always there, but it grows again for the support from the community and my family back in the north, and how that has played an integral role in getting me to this point.
Well, Christine, as we've said a couple times already, this is something that was only supposed to be a couple years in the making, that we're past 5 years now. I just wonder why, to you, it was so important that this film be made in spite of all the challenges it's faced with, just the challenges we kind of have all faced in life, really, in the past few years with the COVID-19 pandemic, really throwing aside all the best laid plans we had.
Good question. I think I have to admit, I fell in love with Fort St. John. And it is a community that has a huge generosity of spirit. And that's what I learned through Bo. My daughter already lived here, so I was always coming back and forth. But that strength in Nelson, the same thing. When the book Wheeling in Good Hands is dedicated to Dennis Shrinko, and he broke his neck playing hockey when we were in grade 10. Same thing. Our whole town of Nelson changed because of that. And just seeing Bo's influence here. Like, you have the adapted sports of the North, and Rob Stiles comes here with all these wheelchairs, and he leaves the wheelchairs in each school for a month so the kids can learn. I've never seen kids wheeling around like the ones up here. And to have those chairs are worth a fortune.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a city this size being able to have that strength down to the practicalities of having sports wheelchairs with those huge diagonal wheels. And seeing the kids, like everybody from Sydney Benny, the kids at ELC, learning from Bo. But this was before COVID when we were shooting. It's great. And having the network go out now, hoping they're here on the Christmas holidays to come and see themselves. It's a test screening. So just to be warned, the audience is asked, what did you like? What should we emphasize? And I'm going to show a short example before of how we did that a number of years ago with the kids learning to massage the seniors at Peace Villa. And Dave Callahan put the film out to everybody. And sure enough, there was a family that said, we don't want our mom in there. And we recut it. So I really want the feedback from our audience. We're going to give them treats and prizes, and we get to play some wheelchair basketball on the stage and the dance floor, but the whole aim is this the film you want to see, and especially with Bo and his family too.
Yeah. All right, I got one final question for both of you before we talk more about the event on December 28th. Bo, I mean, the film's called Dream Big. You've accomplished so much in your career as a wheelchair basketball athlete with Team Canada and beyond, really. What's your dream big today and going forward to continue being, playing basketball in a wheelchair and all that? What continues to be kind of your big dream, your dream big?
Well, right now it's there's short-term goals. Want to go try and qualify to get to Paris, so Santiago is a step along the way in that.
Yeah.
After that, though, there's a little bit of a transition coming on, and where I'm going to go and what's going to happen, and if I'm going to retire after this next run, which is very much getting closer than it was in the past. So I guess that to not answer your question is there's a lot of opening there at this point in time in Junction in my life. But generally, I just kind of want to remain involved with my family and be connected to home and see where life takes me.
Absolutely. Christine, same question to you. What's your dream big?
Modest. I just have to say they did win bronze in the Pan Am. Oh, good question. My dream big is that every kid doesn't graduate from high school without spending 24 hours in a wheelchair. It's just the kind of thing when you have it from that point of view that gives you a different way of looking at life in general. And not only that kids are able to maneuver somebody in a wheelchair. So, yeah, that would be my dream big, is that everyone gets a chance to be in a chair and have someone else in a chair and get massaged in a wheelchair.
Wonderful. All right, let's talk about the big event, December 28th at the Lido. It's the test screening of Dream Big, the Fort St. John and beyond. Christine, tell us all the things that are going to be happening at that screening.
We're going to be starting off with wheelchair basketball, where everybody can make a fool of themselves and attempt to get a basket.
Yeah.
And we're going to be also giving a ton of prizes for a number of things, like which box can sing the best with the theme song, and the words will be up on the screen. We'll also have a Zoom, so if you can't come, you can Zoom in from wherever you are on your holidays, and we have the Dubai crew Zooming in the middle of the night from Dubai. And and people across Canada, because as Bo knows, we have a great crew in Toronto. Susie has been shooting us for 5 years, Bo? And it's just great to know that they can be there with us so that the audience can meet all the other people and members of Bo's team. And we're hoping that Patrick, his team buddy, can come on again. We'll have Mary Jo Federley. She's ambassador for Rick Hansen. We'll have someone from the Christopher Reeves Foundation. They'll be up on the screen too. So we'll be showing some of the clips that come from that chapter in Wheeling and Good Hills. So it's also a book launch, and at the beginning we'll show some clips that are out of the book, and then we are still working on the documentary as we speak. Drew from Checkered Owl is working, and the first 4 years working with Ben Hab from Eagle Vision, I just have to say a thank you, and they'll be there watching their good work up on the screen too. So everybody who's been in it, I'm hoping will also be able to come in the audience, the kids and the teachers that were in chairs when we did the night shoots. We also had Dan Davies in the chair and our former Mayor Laurie, and so it's going to be a fun night. And we have wonderful donations from not only the pizza places in town, but all the wonderful baking in town, so we can nibble away. And it's short. It's from 5 till 6 before dinner. So I'm really hoping that people will take us as their appetizer for the evening. And it's early so that people can get to the ranch up at 101. Whether it's a blizzard or not, we're still hoping to get Bo there in person, and especially his family.
Gotcha. All right. Well, your tickets for this are free. Yep. You can get them online at christinesutherland.com/dream-big-film. If you look on or watching the video on the Moose FM Facebook page right now, I put the link there for you. Again, tickets are free. There's also a QR code on the posters that you'll see around town where you can get tickets. It's going to be a fun, family-friendly event, and I'm really looking forward to being there with you both. Bo, Christine, thank you both for being here today. I really appreciate your time.
And Dub, thank you for co-hosting the event with me. That makes me feel a lot less nervous. Thank you.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.